Peace, fam. It's been a while, been a minute. If you can hear me and see well, put a number 9 in the chat. Hope you guys are doing so very well. So I see some people in. If you can hear me and see me, put a 9 in the chat. Peace, Maya, welcome. It's not going to be too long, you guys. It's been a while. Just wanted to check in to see what you guys have been up to. Peace, sis, Victoria. Give you some updates. So you guys, I have the ones who have been really keeping up with me. I have been encouraging you all to come on to the other platform, which is Melanated People, because that's where I'll be uploading a good amount of my content until my site is ready, and it is almost ready. So I'm really excited about that. But I have not seen many people. Shout out to TNT. First of all, Karibu sana, Dar es Salaam na Tanzania. So you guys are here. I cannot wait to meet up with you all, with the pair of you. You know, I love you. You're like my favorite, one of my favorite couples. So I'm so glad you're here in Tanzania, TNT with Mike and Jazz. And we're definitely going to get up here soon. So you guys, so TNT, you came over. Thank you so much to Melanated People. But yeah, there really hasn't been, there was another brother that came over, and I think another couple that came over. But with all the subscribers that I have on this platform, you know, it really is a shame, you know, to see that the support really isn't real, but it's okay. I'm not, you know, mad at all. The gems that I drop, the information that I have, the like codes are for the people who deem them to be important. Even on Rumble, there has really been no transition over to Rumble either. And that's, you know, an issue with our people. We really are not dedicated to things that are profoundly important to us. I see us, the majority of the time, we move so quickly for things that are non-beneficial to us and our progression, you know, as a people. And it's unfortunate because even on Melanated People, with all of the subscriptions, the Melanated People that have come over, people just aren't supporting with signing up for subscriptions. And it's like the subscriptions are like $5, $10. You know that it requires money. These platforms require a lot of money. And, you know, we don't come with a lot of capital, and we have enough money, you know, collectively as a people to make sure that, you know, the platforms that are created by us and for us flourish. And it's just extremely disappointing to see that the subscriptions are not there. The monetary support is not there. And it's, you know, I really see us as just like a bunch of like perpetual complainers. Like we'll complain all day about what we don't have, about what we need. And then someone comes along and they give us just that, and we don't support it. It lets me know that we definitely have a long, long way to go. But unfortunately, we do not have a lot of time to really change our minds so that we can change our circumstances and our reality. We really don't. The hour is upon us. It really is upon us. So I'm going to be doing a live over on Melanated People, going into a lot of deep things. If you are of the religious sect, don't tune in. It's not for you. This is not a slight. I'm keeping it 100. It's not for you. And if that's where you are, bliss you, you know. But it's deep. It talks about the structure of, you know, the brain that we live in. And if you don't know we live in a brain, then we live in a brain. The universe is a brain. So it talks about, you know, that structure. It talks about from the time, what I'll be talking about is from the time of Atlantis up until now, like how we feel so deep, you know, and lost the greater amount of our consciousness about who we truly are. And so I just wanted to share with you guys, you know, and see what was going on with you all, and letting you know what was going on in my life. I am planning a move. You know, I did do a couple of videos and I was inviting people to send me information about their gifts and their talents and things of that nature. But I do have to make an announcement that I no longer am accepting that information. The way that I am going to move forward will be totally different from what I originally thought I wanted to do. So I just want things to happen organically. And that's that. That's as far as I'm going to go on that. So that's where I am. As far as the move, I had been pondering on these few places that I'm narrowing down now since I left America. And I wanted to come back to Alkebulan because this is one land of my ancestors. And so I thought I definitely want to come back, you know, to the place where some of my ancestors once walked. And I wanted to be among people who looked like me. And now I have been moved to go back to look at some of the other places that I kind of set aside prior to me coming to Alkebulan. The places are not in Alkebulan. They're not. And so once I get it narrowed down and once I go, I'll definitely share. I may share some of it on this platform, but most of it will be on my own or Melanated People. So come on over if you want to, you know, continue to follow along. Yeah, just not putting myself in any more boxes. That's over. Once you realize who you truly are, you definitely get out of that insanity of putting yourself in boxes that were created by men. So I'm light. I'm the origin, cloaked in the seat of the Most High, which is melanin, carbon, dark matter. That's it. So Maya Wallace, hi, I'm here too since your last video on my filming. Oh, okay. Well, Karibu, Tanzania. I don't know if you're in Dar or if you're in Arusha, but Karibu sana. I hope you're enjoying your time in Tanzania. It absolutely is breathtakingly beautiful. The geography here is just gorgeous, you know, but so is the entire continent and other places. And so, yeah, your sister is looking outside of the continent now, and most likely where I will be making my home will be most likely outside of the continent. And so, like I said, I will bring you guys along, but it will not primarily be on this platform. Tony Poa Nzima. Welcome. So Nzima means, you know, are you good in Kiswahili? So yeah, what's been going on with you guys? What has been going on? I see the foolery and the trickery is still in play. I saw that this thing that a lot of our people voted in, thinking that he was the one again that's in office, is wanting to give Latin immigrants about 450K, for their troubles and their children that were separated from their families. Sawa, okay. Nzuri sana kaka, nzuri sana. So you guys know what it is. It comes to a point where either you love the insanity, and you love the script that you've been given, because that's what we've been living out, a script. It is a script. And I'll go into that on the next live that I'll be doing on melanated people. It is a script, and it was crafted by the priestcraft back in the time of Atlantis. And Atlantis is where the Illuminati was formed. Okay, good. I hear you in your Brooklyn voice. I'm good, ma. All right. So yeah, it's nothing new. You know how they feel about us. This system that was created by these very evil entities, which are not from this realm, this plane. They are not from this earth, in case you didn't know that. This system was never built for us. It was built exactly the way that it is operating. It is built for that select few group of people in a particular bloodline to thrive, while the rest of us are working for them to enrich them, and giving them all of our energy. And so, and that is how, that's how it goes. And so for us to be looking for something different in this system that was carefully crafted to operate exactly the way that it's operating, the problem lies within us. It means that we really are a sick people, and that we love insanity. So the time is now for us to really awaken to who we are. So I encourage you all to continue to go within. Someone said to me that they didn't know what I meant by when I say go within. Well, you are a mini universe, as above, so below, inside and out. So you are a mini universe. Your body is the holy temple. It is the holy grail. Every part of your body represents a powerful energy, which is what the whole scripture is really talking about. It is talking about you. It's not talking about anything or anyone outside of yourself. So for those who are not quite ready to receive that information, and you still want to worship and give your energy to something outside of yourself, and again, we are not the source. Let's make it very clear. And so I try to make it very clear of not calling the source God. The source is not God. You are God's. The source is the source. There really is no name. That's how powerful the source is. So there's no name that is befitting. It's just the source. That's the best we can do. So it's important not to get too mixed up. But you are the Holy Grail. So let me see what you guys are saying. Black Diamond, welcome, peace. I think you changed your name. Okay, 450,000 for families that was separated while we have not even been thought of, which is a good thing. Sometimes I think we need a slap in the face to wake us up. That is never going to be home. I wonder how many Black Americans on here know about the 25-year civil rights law for Blacks. Has to be renewed. I'm pretty sure it's less than 90%. That means legally we are glamified refugees. Well. That's a good, bit of information. I need us to really understand who we are outside of this systematic construct. Okay, we are above this system. That's what I really want you guys to understand, overstand, and understand. You are above the system. In your essence, You are light. Your soul is a sun. It is a sun. And so you are a powerful light because you are a heavily melanated people, because I know that's the majority of that's my audience. That's who I'm here for. Because you are heavily melanated, it gives you a tremendous amount of power, because melanin is dark matter. It is carbon, and that is why it's important. And it is a conductor. It is a powerful conductor. That's what melanin is. It's it's the ether. It's what you see. So when you look up in the sky at night, and so that is why I said it is the seat of the Most High, which is the source. Everything came from darkness. Light came from out of darkness. That is why it is the seat of the Most High. That is how special you are. You need to understand, and understand that you are not always in this physical form. Understand that you were not always in this physical form. Okay? And so I'm going to leave that right there, because I can open that up and we'll be on here for hours. But again, I will be doing a live on melanated people, and I'll be going deeper into the metaphysics of it all. And also the occult, which it means, those of you all who are religious, again, this is not for you. Okay? The occult is hidden knowledge. Okay, and energy can be used for good or bad. And the script that you're following, those of you all who have not been enlightened enough to come outside of the religious script, the script that you are following has you so deep into darkness. And darkness means just you not knowing who you truly are. And it's meant to keep you there. It's meant to keep you there. So, and it's okay if you're not ready to receive this information. That's why I said it's not for you. You're looking at someone who has gone through it all. I went to Catholic school. I was a Christian, born again 2 times, 3 times, 4 times. I was in the Hebrew Israelite movement. And that's also another thing that we need to understand, is that the word Hebrew is Greek, and it means her web. That's what it means. Okay, and it's in reference to Mother Zodicius. The book that we call the Bible, which is Biblios, which means a collection of books, and it's a collection of ancient books. It is a book of astrology. It is a book of who you were cosmically before you came into this 3D prison, because it is a prison. Okay, so but yeah, I wanted to just come on and just give an update on where we are. We will be transitioning, outside of the continent, and I'm really excited about it. Really, really excited about it. I've been pondering, like I said, on these places prior to our coming to Alkebulan this time. Been to 1, 2, 3, 4 to 5 lands here on the continent of Alkebulan. And we'll be back, to travel more lands for sure. But my inner self is moving me towards lands outside of the continent at this particular time. And I always take heed to my inner self. So zeal and throne. Okay, let me see what you guys are saying in the comments. Okay, let me see. We got literally refugees. Civil rights legislation that's up for renewal every 25 years never was abolished. Yeah. And again, that's a part of the system. That is because you don't know who you are. And the moment you all realize who you truly are, that is where your power lies. Right now, you are a part of the necro. That's where the word Negro came from. They closed the C and made it a G. Necro means dead. It means not knowing. Your light is off. That's what it means. And until you come out of that deep coma of forgetfulness, you will. This is where you'll always be, begging a system that was never built for you to give you something that you already divinely have. That's just what it is. That's just what it is. I just got back yesterday from being in Tanzania for 2 months. I found a house to rent and will be going back soon. Well, congratulations. Congratulations, BB. Really excited for you. Whoop, whoop. Found yourself a home. And I hope that you'll be in bliss, peace, love, and light, in that home. Zill and Throne at Black Diamond, they can keep their Monopoly money. Exactly. What they don't want from you is to wake up to who you are and come for their head. Hello, Zeal and Throne. Come on now. Exactly. Because that's exactly what's going to happen when we wake up. So they want to keep you in the sleep and slumber. We don't care about the fiat currency. It is not real. This is all an illusion. And the moment that you wake up, it's over. It's over. You're more powerful in your essence, in your light. And you are here to do a job, to reclaim justice and balance upon this place. That's why you're here. You're not here to climb the corporate ladder. Sorry. You're not here to buy a house and have, and have your white picket fence. Most of us. Now, again, I'm not talking to everybody. Let me make it very clear. It's only for a remnant. This is for the true gods. Okay, that's who I'm talking to right now. He or she that has an ear, let them hear. And especially the womb men, who are the first men. It's womb men. You are not a woe man. You are a womb man, and you're very sacred. You are very sacred. And you need to understand that, overstand that, and understand that. Talking to the womb men. Okay? BB, many there ask me why I am not Christian or Muslim. Some explain, some I explained, others I did not. Yes, because everybody's not ready. And you have to really use your wisdom. Use your divine feminine wisdom, okay? When you are engaging people, because those who are following the religious script, it really is pointless for you to try to have those types of conversations most often, because they are so closed off and dead inside. So I can understand why you would choose not to have those conversations with everyone, because it's not meant for you to have them with everyone, and it's time for us, again, that's why we have to return back to our organic selves. We have to return back to our organic selves and use our natural powers, talents, and abilities. And that's being able to read energy. And that will let you know, how to react or respond in any given situation when you're tapped into the source. The entities that are ruling the entire planet right now, that has set up this system of oppression, of hierarchy, for the 1% to flourish and to have world dominance and power, they are not connected to the source. They were disconnected to the source, and they are soulless. So you're pleading to beings that have no soul. And if you don't have a soul, you don't have compassion. You don't have love. Those entities were created on the negative end of the polarity spectrum. You are on the positive end of the polarity spectrum of light. What happened is there was a fragmentation of consciousness, and that fragmentation, that initial fragmentation, broke the oneness, the one consciousness up, and it continued to mutate. It continued to break up into smaller fragments, and as it continued to break into smaller fragments, there were many beings created by the initial fragmentation of one consciousness and the subsequent ones. Okay, and that is how we got to where we are today. If I choose not to be so spiritual till I'm no really good, I'm seeing many of us are running around in circles chasing our trails spiritually while the world is running over us. The watch as well as, I'm sorry, can you rewrite that, Black Diamond? I can't really understand. Let me just say, just in the one part that you said, we are chasing our tails spiritually. Well, we don't have to chase spirituality because we're the epitome of spirituality. So we don't have to chase it. It's who we are. Now, you do chase religion, but we are spiritual beings. And really above that, we are light. So we don't have to, we chase that. It's innate in us if we just look within. And I didn't want to go full, blown on the spiritual tip here, because I know everybody's at different intervals of their life and they're in different places, and that's okay. That is okay. But the time is nigh, you guys. For so long on my other channel, Mahogany Speaks Truth, and on this one, I have warned, I have lifted up my throat chakra. I have blown the trumpet, and letting my people know, that it's really time to wake up out of our sleep and slumber, and it's time for us to prepare. The things that I see happening, the heat is being turned up. Okay, the heat is being turned up. So if you have not prepared yourself for this winter, that's where you're really going to see the heat turned up. I'm going to warn you yet again. And if you have not created a food source for yourself, I really don't know what to tell you, because not just myself, but so many others have raised up the trumpet, the voice trumpet. And we've been trying to tell you guys to prepare. It is not a joke. Did you guys hear about what happened at, what's the brother, Travis Scott, I believe that's his name, at his concert called Astro something? Did you guys hear about that? Okay, let me read the comments. Zeal and throne. I think people have a hard time understanding because we're searching for ourselves through a understanding of the English language, which forms barricades. Well, it's coded, and the English language is the last and the latest language, but it's a coded language. It's a coded language, and if you can break the codes, you will have the divine understanding. I think for us right now, because we have had this language for so long, it would be difficult for, it may be difficult rather for a lot of people, a lot of our people, to try to understand it in other languages, but it may not, especially if we go back to the Hebrew or the Latin Hebrew, which is what our ancient ancestors spoke. So it really depends on the being, you know. It really depends on the being, but understanding is there for us all. And if you seek, you shall find. And if you knock, the door shall be open, whether it's in English or any other language. The knowledge does not discriminate based on language. Sister, what happened that you turned from developing land in Africa? Well, I didn't say that I wasn't going to develop land in Africa. I never said that. I said that at this juncture, I'm looking to settle down outside of Al Kabylon, but that does not mean that I still don't have it in my heart and mind to develop in Africa. I may still continue to do that. I have several things set up here that I could push the button on at any time. So my eggs are, are in a few baskets right now, and I'm doing what is best for me at this particular time and my family at this particular time that we are in. So my actions are always led from within. They're always led from within, and so they change. They change as my light continues to come on, as I continue to go deep within myself. There are detours that have to be made, and that's where I am right now. So it doesn't mean that I may not develop land in Al Kabylon still. It's just that right now I am seeking to go outside of Al Kabylon because that is where I'm being led, what I'm being led to do internally. So, no, I didn't hear about Travis Scott. It came up on my feed, and we'll maybe look at it later. Yeah, no, I think that that's his name. Is he some sort of rapper? And he had a concert, and several people died at the concert. They were trampled and stampeded on. I will say this: we live in a world of numbers and symbols. We live in a world of numbers and symbols. So whenever you have events like that are happening, and especially if it's involving those who are in the entertainment industry, look at the symbols and the numbers, and it will give you the answers. So I'll just leave that there. Yes, people dying all in the crowd and nobody paying it any mind. Exactly. They were in a trance. I saw where a brother said that he was there and he saw the people on both sides of him. It was like they were being sucked in by a sinkhole. He was like they just lost consciousness and they went down. And people started to, because there were just so many people packed, in tightly, in a small proximity to close proximity to one another. There was really no escaping. He said that the people that lost consciousness, and some were trying to, I don't know what caused them to try to leave, but whatever that was that caused them to want to leave is when the stampede happened, and the people that lost consciousness on the ground were literally stomped on and subsequently died. And the brother was saying that he saw it all happen, and he made his way to the back. He said the whole way while he was trying to make his way from the near the front, he was screaming, people are dying, we need help, people are dying. He was like, no one was paying attention. He was like, no one. And he finally made it to the back, and he said he climbed up on a pole and to get the attention of the security or anyone that could help. And he said he was threatened several times to come down from the pole or else they were going to pull him down. That he was high up on this pole and he's trying to bring to the attention of anybody who could help that, hey, people are dead and they need medical attention. And you have these people threatening to pull him down and cause him bodily harm. Like, what kind of demonic spirit was present, during that event? And he said, finally, he got down and he told the man that was threatening him. The man had a camera, and I guess he was the videographer, and he was telling him, these people need help. They need help. And he said the man wouldn't even look at him in his eyes. He said the man just looked past him and continued to video. Like, what type of demonic spirit was going on? And I want to know, furthermore, what caused the loss of consciousness of those that were on the ground? What caused it? Why were multiple people? Why did multiple people lose consciousness there? There was a violent occurrence at Cancun. Someone was shot and killed. All Caucasians. Wow. No, I didn't hear about that. There is judgment being rendered upon this earth. Okay, you guys, there's a cleansing. And I will leave you guys with this before I open it up for, to any questions that you guys may have, because I have not done that in a long time. But I'm preparing to have some chakula, which means food, in Kiswahili. And so I'm not going to be on for too much longer, but I'll leave you guys with this. The most important thing that you all can do, I'm just realizing the lighting isn't so good, but the most important thing that you all can do and that I can offer you all, other than all the other light codes that I have been trying to impart, is that you have to raise your vibrations. And I've actually said this several times. And some of you may not understand what that means. Everything on this planet vibrates and it emits a frequency, including you. Everything, even if it's a solid, everything on this planet vibrates and emits a frequency. And so now that the earth is going through its shift and its change back to being sacred, okay, and this is daughter earth. People say mother. It's the universe is the mother. Okay, so it's mother and it's the sun, and then it's daughter earth. So the earth is going through its change. It's going through its cleansing so that it can become sacred once again. And when the shift happens and the new earth is created, it's only going to take those who are vibrating on the proper frequency. If you are not vibrating on that frequency, you will be left behind. That's what it is. How do you raise your vibrations? Go within and learn and know thyself. How do you raise your vibrations? Primarily, go within, know, learn, and know thyself. Not believe, but know thyself. That will be a part of the live that I'm doing, is letting you know how your holy temple, like naming the parts of your holy temple and the energy centers within your holy temple. Okay? Cain and Abel, left and right. Okay? So I will show you the symbology, and break down the allegories of the scriptures. It is talking about you. From Genesis on, it is talking about you and how you, as a light being, fell into matter, which is the body. That is what it's talking about. You can accept it or not, but that's what it is. So with that being said, I'm going to get ready to have some food. But I do want to open it up for some questions. Yes, Victoria, sis, you got it. Exactly. That's exactly what it was. That's exactly what it was. Let me see. Okay, I did not know who Travis Scott was. I looked up his videos and found quite pretty much something that referred to satanic and demonic vibes, so-called rapper with huge following of white youths. I didn't know about him either, brother. I didn't know who he was, but it was brought to my attention, during this very sick and demonic occurrence that happened, during his concert. So that's how I found out about him. Abdul Karim Chande. Hello. Yeah, I'm temporarily, I was temporarily in TZM. And you guys, you'll find now that as I'm moving, I may not tell you all exactly where I am. So you will find most often if you ask me that on this platform, I may not answer you. Okay. And it's for a reason. But yes, I am temporarily in TZU. Yeah. So does anybody have any questions for me? Open it up for questions. And if not, I'll go ahead and close it down. I really just wanted to check in. It's been a while since I've seen you guys and since I've checked in. But yeah, that's what it is. We'll be definitely looking to transition outside of the continent just to see why I'm being called there. But it does not mean that the roots that I have laid down in Alkebulan will, diminish. Doesn't mean that at all. All right. Okay. So does anybody have any questions? Those who are here, new in Tanzania, if you have any questions, feel free to ask me. Those who may be on their way to the continent, if you have any questions, feel free to ask me. I also will be doing an upload about, how to decide where you're supposed to be, not just in Alkebulan, but just wherever in this world. How do you know where you're supposed to be? So I'll definitely be doing an upload on that as well. It's definitely a spiritual process. It's definitely a spiritual process. So you should be looking within more so without. Couldn't find my other platform. So there's Rumble. I'm on Rumble, so you can subscribe there. I'm also on Melanated People app. So if you download the app, it's called Melanated People. Download the app, and you guys, when you download the app, please subscribe. It's $5, $10. It is a platform that was created by us and for us. And so, we spend $5 and $10 on a cup of Joe, a cup of coffee or frivolous things. I mean, we've got to really come together and support things that are beneficial, profoundly beneficial to us. He created a safe space for us. And the support is just not there the way that it should be. And it's like, that's what I ask. If you're funneling over on the Melanated People app, please, and you're coming from this community, this channel, please subscribe. It's $5 or $10, whichever you can afford. And it supports the app. It allows him to be able to give the updates. It allows him to be able to implement features that we are accustomed to on these larger apps that we flock to, like your IGs and all the others, that we heavily flock to and that we support like religiously. And it's sad that all 1,000 and some odd people that are here part of this community have not gone over and downloaded the app. But it is what it is. But yeah, that's what it is. It's Melanated People app. I will be having my own platform, my own site, and it's being worked on right now. So that's happening. We were doing your live on MP. I missed when you stated you were doing your live. Yeah, I am. I'm going to be doing a live on Melanated People app. And it's going to be, just dropping some gems and jewels and light codes on who's really behind, this government, how this thing is really structured, and how we got to the point of where we are, today in our gross state of self-forgetfulness, okay? The amnesia of self. And then I'll also touch on the Holy Grail that is within us, because we are the Holy Grail. So I'll be touching on that as well. So yeah, but I'll upload that one also on Rumble as well. And so the link for Rumble is on one of the videos, like the last two videos, the one before the last one that I did, telling you guys about melanated people. The link to my channel, directly to my channel, is under that video. The one that I was talking, that's labeled addiction, which first of all, I think everybody who was concerned, some of you, so sweet, really thought that I was dealing with a real addiction. No, it was well, food can be an addiction, but I don't have that either. It was just me showing my lighter side, which you guys really don't get to see. But I do have a lighter side, and so you can find the link under that video that is labeled addiction. But thank you for all the love and the support. It's good to know that if I really was struggling with something like that you guys were there to support me. I really do appreciate that so much. So yeah, sis, that's what I was talking about. The live on Melanated People. But for that one, I'll also upload it on Rumble. I'll upload that on Rumble. For melanated people, you have to be approved. You have to be approved once you download the app. You have to be approved. The CEO has to approve you, and then you'll have access to the platform. And he does that to keep the integrity, to keep the sacredness, to keep the privacy, of the community. But he the support is needed for him to continue to do that. Okay, good. If you're subscribed and you've been accepted, find me. I'll reply. Actually, you know what? Let me just put it in here now. How you can find me on Melanated People. Hold on. The name. So here's the name. But does anybody have any questions? Anybody have anything that they want or need to ask me? Now is the time. Okay. It's a long name, you guys, but okay. So that's the name that I'm under on Melanated People. So that's how you can find me. I'll drop the link to the video here on YouTube. That way you can really find me. Okay. So since you guys don't have any other questions, hold on one second. It's probably my food. Hello? Injury. Okay, unifica. Pigia vernins. Pigia vernins. Qual direction? Yeah. So yeah, I'm sorry about that. So yeah, okay, yeah, most definitely, Zill and Throne. Come and check your sister out on Melanated People. But other than that, I just wanted to check in with you all, you beautiful, beautiful lights, and let you guys know that I'm still here. If you have any questions, at any time, you guys can always email me on journeythroughalkebulon@gmail. I'm still here, for you all. So those who have recently come to the continent and who are in Tanzania or wherever you are, enjoy it. Just enjoy the process, enjoy the experience, enjoy the experience. Okay? Do not allow someone else's experiences to discourage you from having your very own. You are entitled to have your own experience. You owe it to yourself to have your own experience. Any information that I give you on this channel about my own personal experiences are for informational and awareness purposes. They are not to deter you or to discourage you. And those who are mature overstands that, understands that, and understands that, and they don't need me to reiterate that. Okay? So have your beautiful experiences. Do what you came here to do. Learn what you came here to learn. Enjoy, 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 and enjoy. Do you hear me? Enjoy yourself. Don't get caught up in all the foolishness. Don't get caught up in anybody's drama. Don't get caught up in that. Okay? Stay true to yourself and stay true to your path. Stay true to yourself and stay true to your path. That's what I have for you. Leave the drama behind. We don't have time for that. The time is not. So do what you came here to do. Okay? And in everything that you do, enjoy. Be happy. Okay? All right. I love you guys. Peace, love, and light. Hit me up anytime, journeythroughalkebulon@gmail.com. I'll see you guys on the other platforms, and I'll definitely let you know once my website is ready. All right, until next time, you guys, be good.